once the timing was right, they reached out again. I pulled my name from the draft. They reached out and kind of took everything a lot more seriously, and was interested in what they had to say. And I thought the blueprint and the layout they had for me was great. They didn't promise me things. They didn't promise me a starting role. They didn't promise me anything. What they did promise was, they're going to be able to count on me and rely on me.
Thanks for listening to KC Sports Network, proudly presented by Emprise Bank. If you're thinking about starting a business or know someone who is, check out Emprise Bank's SBA loans. It's always good to know your options, and they can be your partner in possible. All right, John Kurtz, Cole Manbeck, Derek Young, all live here, the Fremont crew with you out at Colbert Hills, and we are very pleased to be joined now by Coleman Hawkins. Very excited for you, Coleman, to come here to K-State. We appreciate you stopping by here. I know you're a golf guy. I listened to your interview with Curry Sexton the other day, so you said you didn't have a chance to play with your actual clubs. I assume you've got the actual clubs today because it's an Illinois golf bag, so I assume that those are your clubs.
Yeah, I got them shipped out here. I made the mistake. I thought shipping them would be cheaper than bringing them on the plane, but yeah, I got them out here now, so I'm ready to go.
Okay. Yeah, tell us about your golf game. Before we get into basketball, I feel like everyone asks you about basketball. What about your golf game?
I'm all right. Not as consistent as I want to be, but I feel like that's a lot of people I play with.
Yeah.
That's the hard part, but I feel like I can hit the ball pretty well. When I do hit shots pretty well, I mean, it's pretty pure, so I can hit some deep shots. And I'd say I'm like a bogey golfer. I'm nothing special. And I think I'm just a fun guy to golf with too. So.
Okay,
Yeah.
There you go. Good golfer. Short game, long game. What's your strength?
I'm nice with my 56 degree. Putting, not so much. I substitute my driver. I haven't been able to hit my driver well. For my 3-wood, still hit it about the same. So once I find the consistency, I'll be able to tell you what I'm good at. But sometimes it's this, sometimes it's that. So, yeah, I just need to find, a consistent edge.
Coleman, for K-State fans that don't know you or anybody that doesn't know you, how would you describe yourself to someone who doesn't know you?
I'd say I'm a fun guy, but I still take stuff serious. I still get my job done. I just like to have fun. I'm not very negative. I try to stay positive with everything. And I'm just a chill guy, really. I like going out, doing fun things, play pickleball, golf, like just do fun things, football. And yeah, I'm just a guy you can come and talk to and, have fun with, and just a positive person, really.
One of the things that stands out to me about you, Coleman, is in a day and age when everybody enters the transfer portal, I view you as a program guy. You graduated from Illinois. You were there for 4 years and a part of rebuilding that culture and that program in 4 NCAA tournaments, Big Ten championships, and Elite Eight. Just how proud of you are you of your accomplishments that you had at Illinois and being a guy that was there for 4 years?
Yeah, no, I'm extremely proud. Part of me was kind of torn because I had to let that legacy go to a new school. But, I have the understanding of what impact I had in 4 years, and that's something that's always going to stick with me. And I'm super proud of being an Illinois grad, sticking it out for 4 years. And like you said, in a world where everyone, as soon as adversity hits, everyone goes and transfers. But, I stayed there for 4 years, earned my way to a starting role. And, I feel like I excelled, and, I'm highly appreciated around there. And, I'm grateful to call that place home. So
kind of stick with chronological order almost here. How would you describe your venture to K-State once you got into the portal, why they became an option for you, and really what attracted you to Manhattan?
Yeah, no, I mean, just about every school in the country reached out. But I was basically telling everyone, pushing them away, saying, this is kind of for safety reasons. I'm trying to focus on the draft right now. I'm trying to focus on the combine. So a lot of the noise was really blocked out. K-State reached out to me early because Coach Terrence at Texas Tech. So Terrence, kind of introduced me to him, and like I said, I kind of pushed them away. But once the timing was right, they reached out again. I pulled my name from the draft. They reached out and kind of took everything a lot more seriously, and was interested in what they had to say. And I thought the blueprint and the layout they had for me was great. They didn't promise me things. They didn't promise me a starting role. They didn't promise me anything. What they did promise was, they're going to be able to count on me and rely on me. And, what I want to do at the next level it's all in my hands. And they're going to push me every day to, get the most out of me and maximize my potential. So, they had a great plan for me, and that's why I'm here now.
Saw a lot of videos of you playing David Castillo on the video game, I think. K-State versus K-State. Obviously, who ended up winning that? And what would you say about David Castillo and just how he has been as a true freshman?
Yeah, David won that game. I don't like playing on the same console on the same TV because they could see your plays. If he played me online, I would have destroyed him. No offense to the K-State football team. There's some better teams in the game that are just a little bit, they might have a guy with a higher overall rating, a little bit speedier guy or something like that. So I probably would have used like a different team with a higher overall. That's just me, so I have an advantage. But no, David's been great. I thought he's been able to come in and just, it's kind of surprising to see he's a freshman. I feel like he's already adapted well. He's strong. He moves well. He defends well. And he listens too. He's a very kind person. He listens. I'm excited to see what kind of role he's going to have this year because I think he can really help be a key part of this team's success with his shooting, his playmaking, his ball handling, his speed. So once he gets, his feet in the water and he jumps all in, I think he'll be, pretty special for us.
What is the process like of trying to develop team chemistry in this era with the portal? You got a lot of guys that are new that haven't played together. Like, how do you go about doing that?
I think it starts with the guys. I think there needs to be a mutual amount of respect for, everyone's accomplishments, where everyone has came from. And, if you don't respect each other and respect each other's games, you won't really combine well. You won't mix well. And I think everyone here has an understanding of that. I think everyone has respected where everyone has come from, different journeys. And once you also have an understanding of accomplishing one common goal, which is winning championships, you have to sacrifice and get the job done. So, once that's embedded and instilled in a team, I feel like it's a lot easier. But, if those things don't come to light immediately, then that's when, kind of chaos happens and, teams don't really mesh well. And then it's also on the coaches as well. Sometimes, even for us, sometimes things feel forced, whether that's a team dinner, whether that's, going to here, this event, that event, sometimes that's forced, but, on the bright side, hold on, there's a bee buzzing down by me.
That's happened last year.
Happened last year too.
Yeah. I'll just ignore it. He's chilling. But, once you, realize that, sometimes it might be forced, it's still for the better of the team. So you have to have that understanding. You can't go into it, dreading going to events, dreading this, that. You have to understand what comes with, doing stuff together all the time. It's just little details to everything. So, yeah.
You're handling that better than John Kurtz did last year.
Yeah.
How's the knee, Coleman? I know you were playing 60, 70% with tendonitis last year through the season. You still did a heck of a job. How are you feeling right now? Are you feeling closer yourself?
Right now, I'm still dealing with it a little bit, but that comes with just playing basketball. So I've been able to play. I've been able to do some 5-on-5 stuff. It's just like I said, it's just hard to really like get over a hump when all you do is play basketball every day. So I don't like taking time off. I luckily for me, I haven't really dealt with injuries, but this one's just kind of lingering. But I don't think it will affect anything. I think I'll be all right.
One question we wanted to ask, I'm going to steal it from John. How excited are you to get to play Hunter Dickinson twice this season?
I feel like it's going to be a great matchup. I feel like we both respect each other. And I'm excited to go play in Allen Fieldhouse for once. I've heard a lot of good things about that place, and Hunter's a great player, so it's always great to go out and play against great players. So I'm pretty excited. So they're definitely up there on the list just because of the history behind Allen Fieldhouse and all the stories I hear. So I'm excited to play them.
You definitely seem like a guy that would like relish playing on the road. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, I feel like I like playing on the road better than home games. Really, I feel like those kind of games get me into the game even more. All the things that come with really playing on the road, besides staying in a hotel and eating hotel food, is kind of my favorite part. So yeah.
What's the best road story that you got, or like who was the toughest student section to deal with that you played?
I'll tell you a funny road story. My junior year, Matthew Meyer, I'm being so serious. My man had a pillowcase, right? And he'd only pack his loop in his pillowcase, like nothing else, his loop in his shoes. So he would literally just carry like a sack, like he was Johnny Appleseed. He'd carry a sack and literally would wear like sweatpants and a T-shirt and some Nike Dunks. And he would walk into the arena with it, literally walk in, get his game loop on, put his game loop on, and then he would warm up in the same Nike Dunks that he walked in the arena with. Literally, like, and then when we would leave, my man would wear his game loop on the plane, on the bus home, and then just have his little sack. So Matt was probably the funniest teammate I've ever had. That's just like a little road story. And then I'd say probably playing in like Mackey Arena. Mackey Arena has a great environment. Purdue does a great job of packing that thing out. Angrew does a great job wearing all black. Same hand signals. They got a dude on an electric guitar. Their mascots climbing around all over the place. So I'd say Mackey Arena is a great place to play.
How excited are you, Coleman, to be out of the Big Ten, though, where scouting reports, they know you so well, the coaches over 4 years. Now you're playing in a new league, obviously a tremendously tough league in the Big 12, but a new style of basketball.
Yeah, I feel like it'll be a good experience for me to just get a different feel. I feel like I can do a scouting report in the Big Ten from top team to bottom team off the top of my head. Like it just became like that easy for me. But I'm really excited to be in a different conference. The Big Ten is a great conference. I love competing in it. But doing it for 4 years is cool. But when you get a free extra year and you get to compete at a high level, I'm really excited to see different arenas, different teams, different coaches. I think it'll be a fun experience for sure.
What about the football experience at K-State? I know you were excited to come to a place. Nothing against Illinois beat Kansas, by the way, last week. So shout out to the Illini there. But what was the experience at Bill Snyder Family Stadium like?
Yeah, no, it was great. It was great energy, great atmosphere, great tradition. Just some of the little things, the chants, those were, great to be a part of. And not to like, I hope like Brett Belima, all the Illinois football guys don't think that I don't like Illinois football. I was basically just stating that, I would want to go somewhere with a football team. I wouldn't want to go to like, no offense to Gonzaga, but like Gonzaga, Marquette, those are great schools, great basketball. But me personally, I just like football. So like I don't know if I worded it, but like people, try to put a play on words or whatever. I enjoyed going to Illinois football games. I was at every single one. So they have a great team. They always, have a solid team, always go out and compete hard. I just said I wanted to go somewhere with a football team.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, you got a prediction for tomorrow's game, K-State, Arizona?
Yeah, K-State. Although Arizona has, that really good wide receiver, I think K-State pulls out the dub. I'm going to be wearing all black. Make sure you pack out, black out the bill. Yeah.
I've seen that going around. Yeah.
So make sure I'll be wearing all black. I'll be cheering. So I'll be ready to go, but I got K-State winning this one.
All right. Coleman, we appreciate it, man. Hit the links. Have a good round. I'm not a golfer. Is that what you're saying? Have a good round.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We appreciate you, man.
Yeah, appreciate you. Thank you.
Well, of course, the best thing to wear out on the golf course is home field apparel. It's the best thing to wear anywhere. If you're going to Bill Snyder Family Stadium, if you are going to be at Colbert Hills, if you're going to Bramlage Coliseum, get geared up, everybody. Go to homefieldapparel.com. Use promo code 3MAW24 for 15% off your first order. You can even get this lovely hat that our sunglassed friend Derek Young is wearing right now. Hopefully he's got like a Central Michigan Chippewas home field apparel t-shirt underneath there or something. We'll never know. But who knows? We've seen a lot of things out of DY. They've got 100-plus teams. They've got 50-plus K-State designs. Lots of great old school stuff. It is the best college gear around. Homefieldapparel.com. Promo code 3MA24 for 15% off your first order. Well, of course, we have to give a special shout-out to our friends at Alenco. It's alencohome.com, ALENCO home.com. If you have any home improvement needs, they've got the hookup for you there, and they are awesome, awesome K-State folks that, honestly, I'm sure have been out here at Colbert Hills and golfed before because they love the Cats. That's why they approached us on the pod. So whatever it is that you need, windows, siding, any kind of home improvement needs, go to alencohome.com, ALENCO home.com, and support some great K-Staters that are a locally owned company in an industry where most have been bought out by big major companies. So deal with local people and deal with some Cats for your home improvement needs at alencohome.com.
Looking for tickets for your next event? Tickets for Less is your #1 source. Save big on every purchase when you use promo code KCSN at ticketsforless.com.
All right, Cole Manbeck here. We are at the For the Cats Classic, brought to you by Wildcat NIL at Colbert Hills Golf Course recording, and we're joined by returning starter David Gasson. David, thanks so much for joining us. How you doing today, man?
How are you doing?
Doing good. Hey, you're kind of the vet now on this team. What's the kind of role that you envision for yourself as a guy that's back for a third year and kind of maybe being a leader? How have you stepped up there?
Just leading the way, showing the other guys how it's supposed to be done. Coaches tell me all the time, you've been in, it's your third year, you've seen what it's supposed to look like. So you got to kind of help the other players get along and show them how it's done.
One of the things I love about watching you play, David, is your defense. I mean, your ability to switch and guard anybody 1 through 5 on the court. Obviously, you're a tremendous defensive player, but what do you see as maybe the next step in growth in your career heading into this final season at Manhattan?
Just being more of a threat offensively. Really showing the outside shot. I've been working on my free throws a lot because I was not great at those last year. But yeah, just being more consistent.
I think it's impressive the way that you've kind of embraced and didn't kind of get, I won't say scared away, but you guys brought in a lot of these newcomers that are also expecting to play, a lot of basketball, and you
Right.
stayed and you helped recruit.
Mm-hmm.
Is it just you wanting to win more than anything at this point in your career?
Yes, and that's what it's about. At the end of the day, I feel like I want to win. Like you said, I want to win. It's gonna take good players to win. And then if we have good players in practice, we're gonna compete, and it's only gonna make me better. So at the end of the day, it's a win-win for me.
Which of these incoming transfers, newcomers, did you kind of play more of a role in terms of trying to recruit to K-State?
Well, honestly, a lot of the guys came when I was in the summer playing with the national team. So half of the team I didn't even meet yet until I got back in the summer. I remember Dave Castillo and Doug. I was there for their visits. But yeah.
Is David Castillo as impressive as a true freshman as everyone is saying at this point?
Most definitely. Yes.
Yeah.
From his work ethic to his maturity. Yes, most definitely.
David, you were playing banged up last year, weren't you?
Yeah.
How were you health wise, and how did you feel your mobility was? You didn't look banged up by the way you played, but I know you were battling through some things.
Yeah, I had some knee problems throughout the season that was really bothering me. But right now I feel really great, healthy. Practicing going well. Hopefully I can stay like that throughout the season. Throughout the season you're always gonna get banged up a little bit, but hopefully nothing too bad.
How do you feel the chemistry of this team is coming together right now? Obviously, got a lot of new guys. Again, that's just the nature of it. But it feels like hearing the coaches talk, obviously, work in progress. But how would you say the chemistry, the leadership, and the program's coming along?
For me, that's actually the most impressive things. I've been there for a month now, but the chemistry picked up real fast. I got a good connection with most of the guys so far, even though I haven't even been here for that long. So I feel like that's really been going into the right direction and only going to grow as we continue this season.
Is there a guy that's maybe impressed you the most thus far or surprised you since you've been here?
Impressed or surprised? Not necessarily surprised, but impressed would be Doug. Just the way he, plays the game. As he makes it reach, reminds me of Marquise a little bit. Makes it easy to play with, so it's a lot of fun, up and down, throwing lobs. Yeah.
Is the length in your guys' front court as noticeable as it looks on paper? I think almost the entire team is 6'4" or taller.
Yeah, I would say so. The length and combined with the athleticism, especially on defense and rebounding, we just flying around.
Right.
And then, we got a couple of good point guards that's just throwing the ball up there. That helps a lot.
More 3-point shooting too. Has that translated to practice so far?
I would say that we was a pretty good shooting team last year. We was just not taking the right shots, I feel like.
Okay.
But, yes, you always got to kind of wait till the season to see how it plays out, but I'm really excited for it.
Feels like it'll help you guys maybe space the floor a little bit with all the weapons that you guys have and maybe make your job a little easier. So you guys played the 5-out offense. We were asking Coach Tang earlier, you played the 5-out offense last year. Now you have even more shooting perhaps, and you got that length. It feels like you're going to be able to space the floor even better. Like what adjustments or growth do you think you'll see there, the 5-out offense with the personnel you guys have?
Like you said, more spacing. Then I feel like if people can't help as much, it's going to open up the floor for everybody to create advantages, whether it's for their own shot or for their teammates. I feel like it's going to make everything easy.
I have to bring this up to you, David, because you're from the Netherlands, and you've got Bayfall is from Senegal, I believe. Ashore originally grew up in Egypt for first 5 years, went to Australia, Nigeria for Uganda, Ireland for Moby, Coach Tane from Trinidad, obviously South American content. Like the diversity on this team, the different perspectives, the different cultures, like how unique and cool is that to kind of vibe and gel with so many different people from different countries and continents?
I feel like it helps for me personally because, knowing their story and knowing they came from far away, left their family behind as well. You kind of share that connection with them. And then also learning about different backgrounds and cultures. I always like that, learning about new things.
How much did you enjoy being back in the Netherlands?
I enjoyed it a lot, especially playing with my brother on the national team in my hometown with my whole family in the front row. That was big time.
So you were with your brother on the net. You guys were playing together. How cool was that?
Yeah, that was amazing.
Is that the first time have you guys played together before in that setting?
Not on the national team. When we were younger, yes, but not in that setting.
How does playing on that national team help you grow and evolve your game?
I feel like it's really you get to take a look what it looks like being a professional. I don't gotta go to class. I don't gotta do nothing like that. It's no study all. I'm playing with all pros against grown men, who got families and they play basketball for a living. You see how they approach the game, take care of their body, and all those things. And you playing against vets, MVPs of the NBA, so you kind of learning from them.
I've never been to the Netherlands. I've never been to Europe actually. What are some fun things that you like to do back home, or like highlights in the Netherlands that are kind of culturally unique?
Culturally unique, I would say like the windmills, the flower fields in the Netherlands. You have Amsterdam, you can take a boat tour, all kinds of things, museums. I like to be around my family. I love to go to the beach back home. I'm really a beach guy. But yeah, like I said, to spend time with my family, going out to eat, whether that's hiking or shopping. I'm really down for anything.
What would you recommend me to eat if I was to go to the Netherlands? What's your favorite?
I like my parents' food, so going out to eat, there's a couple spots, but I would say try the fries. And this is called frikandel. It's like some kind of sausage, really good.
Have you been to Ireland?
I have not.
Okay, me either, but I got to go next year, so I was going to ask.
How often do you get to see your family, David? Do they make it back here to the States for some of your games?
They try to visit me once a year, whether it be my brother or my best friend or my parents. to try and make it out here. I go home pretty much every summer, most of the time.
Couple more, we'll get you out of here, Dave. The fans chanted one more year. Coach Tang led that on senior day last year. Yeah, it worked. Did you always anticipate that you would come back for this year? Like, what was the kind of the decision-making process when you went through that this offseason?
Yes, I always anticipated that. But then again, I graduated, so I had the option to look at some things. Nowadays, NIL plays a role. But for me, it was more about the coaching staff more than anything else. And the family environment over here. To leave that behind, I feel like I would be crazy to go play for another coaching staff. I really enjoyed the past 2 years, even though the past year wasn't really as successful as we wanted it to be. I got a lot of faith in this coaching staff, what we can do this year.
Does this year feel kind of like redemption?
Yes.
Because you didn't get to accomplish what you wanted? Yeah.
Most definitely.
Well, we're thrilled that you're back, David, and I know all of Kansas State, the community, is thrilled that you're back for a final season at Kansas State. We cannot wait to watch you guys play this season. Everybody get on over to catsnil.com. Support guys like David, the Coach Tang, the coaching staff as they continue to build a championship roster. Appreciate you, David, and thank you for your time.